Guys, I get to eat pizza. And it is the most delicious thing I've ever had in my entire life.
You're welcome.
Do not understand. Like, generally I don't like pizzas that you make at home because they're not that great. But this tastes so good. I don't even know. I love it so much. And you know what's really weird to do? Chewing again. I haven't chewed anything in the longest of times, and now I have to do that to eat.
Yeah, don't just swallow the pizza as is. That's probably a bad idea.
Oh my goodness, it's so flavorful. Food tastes like things?
Yeah, food tastes like things.
Oh my. I'm so happy. It's so good.
Do you want all the pizza?
Yeah.
You want mine as well?
I can't eat that much.
Good, because I'm hungry too.
Oh, it's so good.
Morning. Arthur, what are you doing?
Being a what?
What? What do you want, huh? Does Rachel have food in her room? Huh? And you want it? Well, too bad it's not for you.
Arthur, do you love me? Do you love me, Arthur? Do you love me? He loves me.
Those are trying to... You're bribing him
Arthur, don't you love me?
with treats. Bribing him. So I've been playing a couple of my games. And I've beat Octodad completely. Like, I'd already beaten the game, but now I got, like, everything in the game. Like, all the ties, and I did all the achievements for it, and Octodad. It's a really good game. I would recommend it. It's pretty short, but it's still very, very enjoyable. I've also been playing the first game in the Blackwell series, so Blackwell Legacy. I have the first 4 games. I don't have the 5th one because the first 4 games were in a bundle for $2. So 4 games for $2, like $2 total. And then the 5th game, which is the last game in the series, because it was released so recently, it costs a lot more. So hopefully I can like buy that later or buy it on super sale. But yeah, I have 4 out of 5 games. But no, that game's actually really, really fun. I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than I was expecting to enjoy it. Because it's just like a point and click. But the story is actually very interesting. The voice acting at times is good, and at other times it's like feels a little cheesy. But it's a pretty solid game so far. The first one out of the 5. Quintology, I guess is what it would be.
That
Yes.
sounds funny.
Quintology, yeah.
It's like
It's yeah, but that's what it would be, I guess. So yeah, I've been playing that. I played a little bit of my game One Way Heroics. That game is difficult to do well, but it's fun, and I think you're supposed to, much like Rogue Legacy, you're kind of supposed to die a lot when you first play it, and then you just kind of unlock things as you go along so that you can do better in future playthroughs.
So I got to eat pizza, and I don't know if it was because like it's some of the first solid food that I've had, or like I had to chew it, or just because it was completely different from what I've had to be eating. But I got totally knocked out food coma after eating it, and because it was so delicious and it made my stomach so nice. And it was just like, yes. Which was good because sleep is always good when you are sick because sleep is healing. And also, getting to sleep last night was a huge problem because before, my nose hasn't been plugged up at all. I could breathe through it fine all the time. So before going to sleep, I would just close my mouth and just force myself to breathe through my nose and just be like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. But I couldn't do that last night because my nose was stuffed up, and so I couldn't end up breathing through my nose. So I didn't get a lot of sleep until I eventually just got knocked out. So yeah, I was very glad to go into the food coma. And I was asleep for a long time. I don't even know where the day went. It just disappeared. But yeah, I don't know. I'm so excited to start eating more real food now. Like, pizza was amazing. I had grilled cheese. Oh, just, I don't know. Life is good when you're getting off of sick and getting back to being healthy and being able to eat whatever you desire. Right?
Well, being healthy and eating whatever you want don't necessarily coincide, but I know what you mean. It's the fact that you can just eat normal people food.
I can eat food that you have to chew now. That's like magic.
So there hasn't been much in like the Steam sales the last couple of days that I've really wanted. However, there was something that just went on a flash sale, and I decided to pick it up. It was still a little bit more expensive than I probably would have wanted to pick it up for, but it was just cheap enough where I was like, I'm gonna buy it.
What is it?
Lydia doesn't know what I bought yet. I picked up Goat Simulator.
Yay! Yay!
It's actually just, honestly, like, the initial release of the game I wouldn't have picked up, especially not for full price. Are you itchy, Arthur? You itching to play Goat Simulator?
Yeah! Archer's a goat!
Arthur is a goat. But, like, so the initial release of the game, I feel like there wasn't enough content to really justify the full price of the game. Even for, like, 50% off, I don't think it would have been really worth it. But they recently updated the game and added, like, 300% more content to it. So it's like, yes, it's definitely worth it now. And especially with, like, the Steam workshop, where, like, other people can make stuff for the game, and then you can download that for your game. Definitely worth it. So I picked that up. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm looking forward to when I eventually play some Goat Simulator. Like, when the game was released, I thought it was just a joke, but like, it's a decently well-made game from watching other people play it. Alright guys, I'm tired and I have to work tomorrow at noon for 5 hours. Oh boy. But that's okay. I did get a phone call from the library about my interview, but the person who called me must have forgot why they were calling me like halfway through, because they said, "This message is for Sean. My name is blah blah blah, and my phone number is blah 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 at extension blah blah blah." And then that was the whole message. They didn't say anything about the interview, or like whether or not I got the job or didn't get the job, or like to come in for a second interview or something. It was just that. So yeah, safe to say I'm gonna call them tomorrow morning before I go to work, and see what's going on with that, I guess. It was just a very weird message, and I didn't get it till it was later, to which I couldn't call them because they had already left. So yeah, gonna call them tomorrow, figure out what's going on with that job, then go to my current job and work, and I don't know, it's just kind of a whole mess right now. But for now, sleep. Okay? Okay. Good night.